when you have said, this is the boundary. I have told you, like, if you want to be in relationship with me, this is the standard. This is what you have to do in order to be in relationship with me. When you see that somebody is unwilling to meet you there, you might have this tendency, your heart might go out to them. You might be an overly empathetic person. And that sometimes doesn't help you in what you're trying to create. And so it's one thing to be understanding and to know, like, okay, this is how they got into this situation. It's another thing for you to let them off the hook, for their own healing, for their own, work that they need to be doing on themselves and in their own life, especially when it's impacting your life. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so we're going to be checking in for some guidance for your spiritual path today, and we're going to be using the Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull one card from that to get some guidance for your spiritual path, and then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot to pull the rest of the reading, just to get a progression to see where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, you can do that at this time. All right, so I want to start by saying that you are welcome, safe, and appreciated in this space. I want us to start by taking 3 deep breaths together, and then we'll do the invocation to call in our spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. All right, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in our angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. All right. So for today, let's find out what Libra needs to know right now for their spiritual path. Boundaries and discipline. Are you ready to start moving forward in your life? It's time to be very clear about what kind of life you really want and to put in the work to create it, but also have appropriate boundaries in place to protect it. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, but it gives the guidance of how people can be a part of the life that you are building that does not give them access to destroy it. If you have had weak or no boundaries for the majority of your life, it will take work and discipline to maintain this new way of showing up in your relationships. But it allows the opportunity to build really strong, healthy relationships with the right people in your life. Not everyone should be allowed access. So when you set these boundaries and say, okay, in order for us to be in relationship, these are the expectations. That helps you know who is actually serious and who is actually, worth letting into your life. Because if somebody's not going to respect these boundaries that you've set that are supposed to help keep you safe and protected, that are supposed to help keep this life that you've been building safe and protected, then it's not going to be fulfilling for you. You're going to be constantly fighting off. No, I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to keep, this structure in place. And so it's not an alignment. So you want the people who are actually aligned with the life that you're creating. You'll know that by the way that they respect your boundaries or not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. I'm going to set intentions as I shuffle. All right. So the first intention is that anyone who comes across this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Right? I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, and anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. All right, if you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit the bell for notifications. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel and then hit the bell for notifications. It will let you know every time I post a new video, and I post about 3 to 4 times a week right now. All right. I do offer personal readings, but I am in a transition right now of how I am offering the readings. So I'm taking a certification class through Soulful Revolution, and next month in July, they are supposed to be opening up a new feature on their website that will allow you to be able to book personal readings with me and some of the other readers that are going through the certification. So as soon as I have that information, I will link that down in the description box. And so just if you'll keep a watch out for it, that is coming up, and I'm really excited about it. All right, so let's see what we have going on today for Libra. Deep breath. All right, so what guidance does Libra need right now for their spiritual path? Libra. Okay. Unplug from mass consciousness. Unplug from mass consciousness. All right, we'll put that together in just a second, but maybe you're focusing too much on the thoughts and opinions of other people, and especially if you're into the media, that you are putting too much into that and not enough into what you actually believe for yourself. All right, deep breath. All right, so past, present, future, Libra, past. All right. So we had 2 cards come out on that one. We had the 2 of Pentacles came out in reverse, and then the 8 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is about bringing balance into your life, and with it being in reverse, there's a resistance to the balance, and it may be because you're being a workaholic right now. You're focused too much on your money, on your job, on your income. Present. The Queen of Pentacles. So you've been doing it for a good reason. You've been building up your life. Future. Okay. So we've got the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is about, it is a heartbreak. It is a release. It is a loss of some sort. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifying on, okay. So we've got the 8 of Cups. This is about walking away from the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are not aligned with you anymore. And then we've got the 3 of Pentacles. It is putting your talents together with other people to make something more beautiful than what you could create on your own. And then the Sun is expansion. So I believe that this is really about things that you've already been needing to release. Maybe this comes back into the boundaries of seeing who actually, because you've been building this life. And now then you've got to make sure that people cannot come in and destroy it. And while it's not going to feel good when you have somebody that you really care about, you want to bring them with you on this new path, but they just cannot respect that in order for them to be in a relationship with you, that they have to show up in a certain way. All right, let's go ahead with the reading. Put these cards together. We've got unplug from mass consciousness. There's a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says that you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside of the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You are supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs that you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in, your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you that you are doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in a way that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you are breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself one layer, thought, word, and deed at a time, from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and to stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way. With the loving, empowering assistance of my spiritual team, through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. Okay, so I do feel a connection from the oracle to the channeled messages. The whole thing is coming together in this, like the life that you are trying to build, the one that you've been working so hard, to achieve. It is talking about all the ways that you need to protect yourself from it. And so part of the protection is protecting it even from other people's ideas or beliefs about what you should be doing with your life. And so, you can listen to your family and friends, but if you know that what you're doing really is very far off from what you know that they would agree with, then what is the point of even bringing them into, a conversation about that? It is only going to confuse you or anger you or make you, it's going to lower your vibration. So instead, save those conversations with the people who are actually aligned with the mission that you are working towards. And you don't have to just completely cut people out just because they don't understand, agree with, or support your lifestyle, but you definitely don't let them have any way to help tear it down or just bring you down to their level. Like, know who you are. Be so confident about that nobody can shake you from that. All right, so let's go ahead with this reading. We've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So that is being out of balance, disharmony, committing to too many things, a need to prioritize, a time to slow down. So, as I said, the Eight of Pentacles came out on top of it. So the Eight of Pentacles is mastering a skill, an expert, craftsmanship, the Meraki that you put into your work, methodical progress, patience and determination, sole purpose. So you feel very, very driven to the thing that you're working on, like you want it so bad. That is your full focus, but it is causing an imbalance in your life right now. But sometimes it's okay if you can, prioritize this one thing for a short, period of time, because you're trying to grow this into your main reality. Then it makes sense that you can let some other things kind of slide for now while you're getting this set into place. But you have to know, where does that end? You have to have, a clear, like, okay, this is when I've reached this, and this is when I can start kind of pulling back some of these other areas so that you're not completely out of balance. We're in the Queen of Pentacles right now. So that is a healer, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind and nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, generosity. So I just feel like this is a really good place that you're sitting in, that you feel really good about all the things that you've been building, and you just don't want anybody else to have the opportunity to take that from you. This self-made queen reminds you to step into abundance by shifting any shadows you are holding on to around wealth and security. You are safe. Pay attention to your finances to level up your money game and give yourself permission to rise into the upper ranks. This is a positive message of creature comforts and happiness, and this earthly medicine ushers in a life well lived in the material world. Connect with nature to find your calm, healing, and rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from a charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down-to-earth approach will gift stability and support to those in your life. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by over-mothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self-worth and guidance and your glorious, powerful love. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. So one thing about this woman is she's very, very generous. So it's like she built all of this, but it's not that she wants to keep it all for herself. She built it to share with, those around her, the people that she loves, her community. Like, she built it with purpose. Okay, and so we're moving to the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is painful endings, crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resiliency. This Ten of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth. When delusion is lifted, sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, or a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. I am healing every day. Okay, so, and I did clarify the Ten of Swords, and we got the Eight of Cups. So this is walking away, letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you, a ritual releasing, a time to move stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. She has released her last cup into the sea, and her bowl burning ceremony is over. Is it time to walk away from something in your life? Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There is nothing more healing or more powerful. Find your resolve and untether any anchors that are holding you back. Though your disillusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, and ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused or jumping from thing to thing, know that you are entering a mystical period of intense shifting and that releasing old stories will help you to travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self love. So I love that. I'm choosing myself in this situation. So, if only one of us can be happy here, I've got my only life to live. So I'm going to choose me. They have to choose them. They have to find what their happiness is too. And that is not on you. All right, so we've got the Three of Pentacles is collaborating with others. This is cooperation, community, teaching and learning, sharing and listening, teamwork. There's no limit to what you can manifest together. So you are bringing in the right people to help you create this new life. And then it's bringing you to the sun. And the sun is joy, inspirational success, abundance, fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, love, manifesting dreams, inner beauty, a yes card. The sun breathes life into everything he touches. Radiating brightly, he creates a path of love and harmonic abundance. This is a card of joyful celebration and a vibrant sign of positivity and success. Expect to find bliss and be ready to take inspired action based on radical positivity and generosity. Allow others to bask in the warm glow of your beaming heart and your inspired mind. People will feel drawn to you when the sun card arrives. Hello, charisma. Live it up. This card is reassuring. This card is a reassuring sign that things are unfolding beautifully. You are perfect, whole, and loved by the cosmos, and it may be time to deal with any feelings of inadequacy or not enoughness in order to find your shiny confidence. The sun is on its way to illuminate the corners of your heart and set your world ablaze with the opportunity and inspiration. I am whole, I am more than enough, and I shine like the sun when I'm happy. So you are choosing you. So even though it is painful to walk away, even though the things that you were releasing were things that actually brought you a lot of joy at one time, and they are things that you wish could go with you on this next part. You know that if you keep hanging on to these things, you will never get to the place that you were meant to be. Two. So that is why I think that is, it's still positive. Like, this release is still a positive, necessary thing. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarification going. And the sun is Leo, I think. Yes. So we had Leo come out, but that is the only card, the only sign that has come out so far. All right. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to do the clarification. Okay, so what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Oh my goodness. All right. So we've got a new relationship. This is the Ace of Cups, so that is a new relationship coming in. We've got the World, so that is closing out a cycle. And it's, when you close one cycle, it is the start of the next cycle. So you're in a whole new phase of life. And then the Four of Wands. That is a long-term commitment. That is celebration. It sometimes signifies marriage. This is a good, whatever this relationship that is, beginning, which it could just even be a partnership. If there's a business venture that you've been working on, it could be a partnership. But it's a very deeply connected one that leads to long-term success. Okay. All right. So what do you need to be mindful of at this time? All right. So you need, okay, we've got the moon. The moon is about facing those things that are kind of scary to you. This is about fear. This is about facing your fears so that you can start a new beginning. The full is about putting your trust and faith in what God has planned for your life. And then the Seven of Pentacles, it is laying that foundation work. It is the effort that you're putting in, and it is the faith that you have that it will come to completion. So all of the energy and effort that you've been putting into all of this new change in your life, this is the faith. You haven't seen it happen yet. You're not to that other side yet. The harvest is not ready yet, but you know that you're doing the things right now that's going to get you there. All right. All right, so what does this situation look like in 6 months' time? Okay. All right, so all of the work that the foundation that you are laying right now will be leading to victory. The Six of Cups is about victory. It is, it's a public, it's kind of, it's being celebrated for the things that you've been doing. It's being, maybe you receive an award. It's a public acknowledgement though of all that you've been putting in. And it is also leading to the Queen of Cups. So we're going to read the Queen of Cups, which is usually it's about a heart chakra opening. But I see just all of the movement is just, you're all headed in the same direction in these cards. So, I mean, we're all just moving right along. I mean, I feel like this path is the correct one. Your heart is engaged, whether in deep concern for loved ones or about your own emotional well-being. Although things around you may not seem perfect, there's a sensual beauty to the situation. Perhaps you are concerned about the longevity of a relationship, romantic or otherwise. Look to the needs of your heart. Be aware of becoming bewitched by your own emotions. Do not let them overshadow reality to such an extent that you do not see what's really going on. Be careful in your concern for others. Sometimes people have to make their own mistakes. They may be in danger of being smothered if you are overly attentive. So this is allowing people, to kind of make their own mistakes in this situation and not just coming in and saving the day for everybody else. And honestly, again, when we're talking about the boundaries, when you have said, this is the boundary, I have told you, if you want to be in a relationship with me, this is the standard. This is what you have to do in order to be in a relationship with me. When you see that somebody is unwilling to meet you there, you might have this tendency, your heart might go out to them. You might be an overly empathetic person. And that sometimes doesn't help you in what you're trying to create. And so it's one thing to be understanding and to know, okay, this is how they got into this situation. It's another thing for you to let them off the hook, for their own healing, for their own, work that they need to be doing on themselves and in their own life, especially when it's impacting your life. So I think that that's my concern, is that you do want to lead with empathy and compassion, but you don't want that to be, to overshadow what's right for you in the situation. And you certainly don't want it to weaken your boundaries. Okay. So what is your best move forward at this time? All right, so we've got the Two of Pentacles. That is about bringing balance into your life. We've got the Two of Swords. This is about making a decision, a really tough decision without having all the answers. You think that you don't know what you need to do, but in this card, it actually, you really do know. You have to just trust yourself, trust your intuition about, the direction you need to take. We've got the Sun. The Sun is all about the expansion. It is about joy. It is just, just really opening yourself up to, what is coming for you. And then the Three of Cups, that is the soul family. That is your soul connection. I'm going to read that card to you. Your best move forward. I believe it is working with those other people. Three of Cups. You are surrounded by those who give you happiness. Remember to acknowledge and appreciate them. Take time with others to celebrate the simple joys of being alive. Be aware of ignoring simple pleasures of life and not appreciating those around you. This is not a time to focus on your problems, no matter how pressing. Practice gratitude and see what happens. I feel like this is a need for just your mindset, a shift in your mindset, because we started this reading with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it means that your life isn't balanced. It means that, there's resistance to that. And this came out with it telling me that this is where all of your focus is, So I think that it's time now that you can pull back some from, the building part and really make sure that you're, working on your other connections and building, these other parts of your life so that you can have the joy and expansion where you're not just going to completely burn yourself out. Okay. All right. See, is there anything else that I want to see from this? Anything else that you need to know? All right. So how can you stay positive? Okay. So we've got the Six of Wands, knowing that, there is going to be victory in this, that, you are going to succeed. And while it may not feel like right now, I think the part I'm getting from this is that you may have shifted so much that it's made you question whether or not this was the right move, because the current people in your life don't agree with it. But why don't they agree with it? Because it's changing their lives too, and they're not the ones who chose to make this change. They liked things the way they were. You're the one that wanted something different, right? But now you're sort of forcing them into this new energy of having to relate with you differently. So they're not going to like that. But the right people are going to appreciate that. The right people are going to appreciate the parts of you that, the wrong people are going to complain about. So that's what I'm feeling, is that you might be feeling right now that like everyone around you thinks that you're making the wrong choice, but pretty soon you're going to know. You're going to know it's going to pay off. People are going to see that you made the right decision. The Three of Wands is about that expectant energy, knowing that your ships are on their way. They're coming in. The abundance is on its way. You've set the foundation. You've done the work. You've done your part. And now then all you have to do is just wait and know that it is coming towards you. And then the Knight of Swords, this is about extreme focus, going directly after the thing that you want and knowing that you are right. That this is the way, this is the path. And it's just full focus, going straight at it. All right. So I'm going to stop there. All right. It was a lot, but it is, you have been working a lot on building a whole new you. Not even just a whole new life. You've been building a whole new you, a whole new way of showing up in this world, in your life. And because you're showing up differently, it is changing your outer world around you. And all the way from the channeled message where we were talking about boundaries and discipline, those boundaries that you are setting in place, while they are uncomfortable, as the current people who you are trying to see, are they going to go with me, may not appreciate these boundaries, and they may give you a lot of resistance and kickback from it. It doesn't mean that it was wrong. In fact, it's showing you. It is showing you where that alignment is and where the misalignment is. Okay. So if you have found value in this video, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. If you will like, comment, or share, that tells the algorithm that this video has value. It helps to push it out to more people, and it helps to grow my channel, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.